That comment was on a video where I was talking about how all the MAGA chuds now are saying that Barack Obama doesn't have immunity for treason because the Supreme Court a year ago gave presidents immunity from criminal charges after they leave office for things that they do while they're in office, if those things that they do in office are official acts, a term which the court declined to define in their decision. Um, and the point that I was making is that presidents can only act through their subordinates. Donald Trump is not out there on ICE raids. You know, Presidents give orders to their subordinates. Their subordinates carry out those orders. That's how presidents act. And that concept is true. The Supreme Court's immunity decision gave immunity to the president. That's it. Nobody else in the executive branch. And what I think we're going to see happen in the next Supreme Court term that starts in October, I think we're going to see at least one case that this administration is going to try to get in front of the court to expand that definition of immunity from the decision the court issued last summer. And that's going to be the argument. Well, a president can only act through his subordinates. If the president has immunity for ordering someone to do X, Y, and Z, then why doesn't that person who actually does X, Y, and Z also have immunity from prosecution after that president leaves office? And so I think we're going to see that case before the Supreme Court in the next term. And, a bit of a sidetrack. I'd said during an earlier video today that Donald Trump doesn't give a shit about the midterms because he doesn't need Congress anymore. He already got his big, beautiful bill. They passed his rescission package. Now that we're talking about the Supreme Court, he does need the Senate for one more thing. Because of the unpopularity of his policies, Democrats have a chance of retaking the Senate in 2026. It's like 16 or 17 months from now. I would not be at all surprised if during the next 16 months that Justices Thomas and Alito, either one or both of them, resigns from the court and retires while there is still a Republican Senate in place. If they both resigned and we have a Republican Senate, Donald Trump will have chosen 5 of the 9 members of the U.S. Supreme Court. And that is completely doable between now and then. He could find himself in a position where he has put 5 people on the Supreme Court out of 9. Okay, I'll stop now, I promise.